Welcome to Property Focus. I'm Kate Miller. Making headlines this week, residential auctions continue their weak run, and a recovery in the Perth market is still some way off, according to one industry figure. But first to our lead story. Residential building approval numbers increased in March, ABS data has revealed, spurred by a pickup in approvals for multi-dwellings or apartments. But approvals for detached houses remain down, slipping back 0.8% for the month and almost 20% compared to March 2010. Robert Mellor, Managing Director of BIS Shrapnel, said the absence of first home buyers was one key reason for the weak conditions in new home building.
Demand's fallen off from where it was a year ago simply because less first home buyers in the market, either directly buying new detached dwellings, which doesn't happen a lot in Sydney, but certainly in some of the other markets, way more important, particularly in Queensland and Western Australia. More importantly, with less first home buyers in the market, buying established dwellings, there's less opportunity for people to sell to a first home buyer and then maybe upgrade themselves.
Mr. Mellor said he was confident the market would see an improvement within months.
Now, look, all the finance indicators would indicate that, as I said, things haven't got worse, and given that we haven't had a rate rise now for 6 months, we're fairly confident that you'll start to see some improved demand from first home buyers, and that'll then stimulate upgraded demand over the next, say, even 3 to 4 months. And then that'll strengthen further in the latter part of the year and into 2012.
Despite optimism surrounding Western Australia's resources industries, prices in Perth's property market are unlikely to see a recovery in the near future, according to RP Data senior research analyst Cameron Kusher. Mr. Kusher told Property Focus the WA capital was still in a correction phase following growth which was too hot and too quick between 2002 and 2007.
I don't think there'll probably be much of a turnaround in the Perth market this year, but it's starting to look a little bit more attractive given that there has been those value falls. Median prices are coming back a little bit, and the gap between Perth prices and Sydney prices is starting to widen again. Plus, as you say, the mining and resources sector is doing quite well. A lot of that money flows back into Perth, and I think we may see a turnaround next year, but that would be at the absolute earliest.
Results remained weak in the first weekend of auctions for May, according to figures from Australian property monitors. Just 62.4% of properties listed for auction in Melbourne made it under the hammer at the weekend, a far cry from the 73% recorded for the same time last year. Only 54.5% of properties cleared in Sydney, compared to 65.5% achieved on the same weekend last year. Meanwhile, in Adelaide, just 36.4% of properties cleared at auction, while Brisbane managed to sell just over 8% of listed properties. And the May issue of Smart Property Investment is now on sale. Grab your copy today for all the latest information on investing in the American property market and a complete guide to buying into new property developments. And that's it for Property Focus for another week. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kate Miller. See you soon.